Rex, Orange County, mate. The amount of comments I get, I look like this geezer. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Rex, so I'll take that on the chin, but you know, I don't see it, do you? So we've got Tackle now, we've got Scooby, who this guy is one of them Fortnite guys, but again, I don't nothing like him. At this rate, I'm just getting compared to everyone with shitty facial hair and a messy trim. Next up, we've got MC Grinder. Honestly, there is not a day in my life where I don't get a message saying, Pat, you look like the geezer of people just do nothing. I'll take it though, because MC Grinder wants a G. It's Beats and Grinder. Time to get you hyper inside. Next up, we've got Liam Payne. Now, this one I do not see at all, but do you know what? He's a good-looking son of a gun, so if I'm getting compared to him, I must be dead excited, right? Finally, the comment that actually made me do this video. Someone literally commented yesterday saying I look like Murdoch from the Gorillas, and I don't know how to feel about it. I'm getting compared to a green reptilian. Reacting British school football playground rules. Part 2. Just because lunchtime is over does not mean the football match is over, yeah? The bell means nothing, bruv. It just signifies you've got 10 to 15 more minutes of toe punting the football about. The aim of the game is to continue the football match for as long as humanly possible. Basically, until the kid that owns the football starts crying, or a teacher gets so fuming that they confiscate the ball off you. And you're in year 7, and the year 11 comes up to you and goes, ALG, let me have a touch of that football still. You may as well wave goodbye to that beloved ball, because you are never seeing that ever again. They're either going to toe punt it to the edge of oblivion, or completely finesse it and keep it for themselves. Fat kids always get picked to be in goal or in defence. This is an unwritten rule. I know this because I was the fat kid, and all I ever did was stand on the goal line and block shots with my belly, bruv. Offsides do not exist, so the number one tactic was to just absolutely go hang. And if you ever got picked last, are you not embarrassed? Is this not embarrassing? British unpopular opinions, Christmas edition. Pigs in blankets are not that good. Now look, I'm not saying they're shit, so hold your horses, alright? But do we really need to get that gassed about them? It's just a bit of sausage wrapped in bacon. Calm it down, love. Brussels sprouts are not that bad. I feel like not liking Brussels sprouts has become a personality trait, where it's like, say it me in when I'm bored.
Cutty corner powiedziałeś.
I've been sat with my thoughts just crossing. British school football playground rules. For one, we've got no corners or throw-ins, yeah? Corner flags, we don't need them, bruv. The ball can never ever go out of play. The pitch is unlimited size. Some man took this too seriously. They'd literally boot the ball from one side of the school to the other and carry on the same game. Sometimes I feel like even if the ball ended up in the canteen, the dinner ladies would be catching a hefty 2-foot because the game can never ever stop. Goalposts were always made out of jumpers and bags, and crossbars did not exist. So every single time someone scored a goal that was overhead height, all you'd hear is, "Nah, bruv, that was over. That didn't even go." Of lunchtime, deciding whether the goal went in or not. Last goal wins caused chaos. It turned an innocent game of football into WWE. I swear to God, man started busting.
Cutty corner.
Say no more, bruv. I got you. So yeah, it's official. Your boy is now on Spotify. Go follow me if you're an absolute G. Link in my bio. Stuff dropping soon. Right, so tell me you went to a British school without actually telling me you went to a British school. I'll start.
No. Już więcej niż milion. Tym co ja oglądam. Nie, no to followersów prawie milion. Nie, więcej niż milion nie masz. Więcej niż milion.
Types of kids before exams. Well, we've got the smug revision crew now. These lot have got the art of revising down to a T. They're sitting there with their 48 million flashcards, highlighting the shit out of their textbooks, yeah?
Hello, ladies and gentle Jesus and anything in between. Basically, I saw this is now a thing and got.
Ja cały czas ładuję się.
If you grew up with foreign parents.
No.
One, we've got calling people and answering phones on behalf of your parents. I swear to God, at age 9, I was already speaking to broadband providers, banks, and councils on behalf of my dad because he couldn't speak English, yeah? At age 9, I didn't even know what council tax was, but here I am speaking to Sally, who works for the government, talking to her about a tax rebate. Next up, we got translating every single letter that comes through the post and then proceeding to get shouted at when you can't adequately translate it to their liking. Mum, I'm 7.5 for God's sake. How am I supposed to know what a constituency is? Next up, we got using ice cream tubs as leftover storage. Now, if you grew up in a
No
foreign
cały
household,
czas
in your freezer,
ładuje mi się.
your mum has not copped some ice cream because 9 out of 10 times when you open this bad boy, it's filled with flipping pierogi. Finally, when your mum says, wait till I tell dad. Now, this is bad enough if you're not foreign, right? But when your dad is a 6-foot bold Polish bloke called Grzegorz, it's peak for you. Things you've all experienced. Oi, I switched flows, but did they know I switched the language? Jak nie wiedziałaś, to już wiesz, czy to słońce, czy deszcz. I'm still doing my best. Kiedy w końcu się określisz i mi powiesz, co chcesz, I need to know. 'Cause I've been dealing with some stuff all on my own. And I've been following the wind and as it blows. Is this really for me or
Wysyłam ci zdjęcie.
Who knows? Kto wie? Może znajdę się w końcu w tym śnie. Mesmerized by the chupa chups, and when I turn back round, my mumsy has cut, so I'm thinking, fuck, what am I doing now? I'm gonna get kidnapped, killed, or sold on the deep web. Mum, I need ya. Turns out she was just in the aisle next door looking at pasta sauces. Next up, you know when you were home alone as a kid, yeah, and you were absolutely minding your business, vibing, but then, yeah, out of nowhere, cool, and all you start hearing is yeah, and it's at that point where you just let fate intervene. You're like, fuck this, Freddy Krueger's in my gaff, I'm about to die. I still get petrified to this day. Finally, did anyone else absolutely shit themselves when their mum left them home and went shop, but they were taking too long, so you thought they died and you were about to become an orphan? Because, same. Most terrifying childhood fears everyone experienced.
Widzisz?
One we got losing your parents at the supermarket. This is the worst. I remember one.
To wysłałam ci? Mhm.
Jason Derulo, more like Jason the Protractor, because he's going to be looking like an obtuse
Co?
angle after he consumes all of that. Crisps and marshmallows. Are you all right, Jason? Average love. Did somebody break your heart? Yeah, you fucking did, Jason, because after you consume all of that, you're going to give yourself a cardiac arrest, mate. Some of the ugliest designer clothes. Number one, we've got a baguette clutch bag. Yes, you heard me right. Yes, I'm losing the will to live. And no, this isn't part of a Tesco meal deal. Machino, you're taking a piss, mate. 758 great British pounds for me to be looking like I've just rolled out a Subway with a foot-long meatball marinara. Have a day off, please. Next up, we got Gucci coming in with their grass-stained jeans. Why the fuck would you want grass stains?
Zresetuję mój Fortnite.